indicator that's known to lag. The way it's calculated has old data in. It hasn't been keeping up with anything contemporaneous, right? If you look at a Zillow or any sort of report about rent, it's been coming down faster. This is encouraging, so I think it's a good sign for the coming months. I think it's a really good report, and some of the reports we've had in the past few months, you look at the details and they're a bit sketchy. This looks pretty solid all the way around, at least on the first glance.
Peter, we have the markets reaction.
Hey guys, welcome to DXB Crypto. Breaking news, CPI report is in. As you can see, it is a good report, right? Very good report. What does that mean for our bags? What does it mean for Bitcoin? Will we get the rate cuts moving forward? Plenty to discuss. Welcome back to the channel. DXB here, and your home of reliable crypto information, right? So the inflation easing is kind of fantastic for us because obviously inflation goes down to their target. We'll have rate cuts, and this is extremely bullish for the markets. Now, the June CPI report inflation rate was just 3%, below expectation of 3.1%, right? And you can see risk on assets now starting to absolutely go insane. And you'll see the chart in a minute. Here's the full report. If you need the full report, I can link it for you, but it is quite detailed. And you can see here in June, we're absolutely when minus 0.1. That's great. And that means a lot for investors. Now, of course, there are other results as well. PepsiCo and Delta Airlines, more for the stock market. But as far as crypto is concerned right now, this is the moment where you need to be looking at the charts and seeing what's going to happen to some of these bags. Now we can see obviously Bitcoin now went as high as I believe we went straight to 59,000, 58,900. We need a daily close above that, the 200 EMEA. And once we close above that, I think we are relatively safe from the drastic drop. Having said that, we obviously still have to be cautious. But overall, great news, positive news. And how's your crypto reacting to it? Well, if we look at Kaspa, for example, you can see Kaspa has responded beautifully to that news. And most of the cryptocurrencies, especially the ones with strength, AGI over here, you can see here massive bounce, and plenty more cryptocurrencies on their way up. But this is really super bullish news. And I think, look, at the end of the day, no matter what happens in the next 24, 48 hours, you have to understand something. Cryptocurrency is always going to be responding to macro events, especially with Bitcoin, right? Especially with Bitcoin. And in my opinion, I think, if you look at let's go to the crypto bubbles and see what's happening real quick. Bubbles are going to look incredibly green on the top 100. So we'll go here. AI is still very dormant, but let's go to the hour. You can see here, news is absolutely reaching out. Ondo up 8%, Ondo Finance over $1 now. And Ondo's sitting at 92 cents in the last few days, which is good to see. Obviously, Ondo is one of the stronger cryptocurrencies for this bull market. But if you look at interesting stuff in the top 100, you got Arweave over here, 1.6 billion market cap, price at $24. I mean, this came down as low as, $22 was the floor. Pretty decent project. And let's have a look at Mantra, see how these real world assets now. This is $900 million in market cap. So this is where you put your big boy money in, right? 10x, your 10x always 5 to 10x comes from the top 100 cryptocurrencies, majority of the time. Now, in addition to that, let's have a look at Tau. AI is not doing that great, or as of late. Of course, AI projects are still on incredible discount, but in the top 100, you can see everything is pretty much green for the day on the basis of that news. Now, if we go outside of that, anything of interest over here, well, Blast up 13%, Echelon Prime, I mean, I've talked about this. The unlock is pretty small, but Prime now trading at $8. still a top 200 project. Aerodrome Finance, Aerodrome still, to be honest, way below $1. Decent price. And you can see here Aerodrome trading at 64 cents. And the Manta slowly recovering. What is Manta now? 88 cents. I mean, that is ridiculous. It's still very, very good price for Manta. Aether is trading what? At 7 cents. And Aether is right now at $287 million market cap. And yeah, so plenty to choose from. I mean, listen, you know, in terms of projects, I would probably say spreading the risk is quite important. Top 100, top 200. I mean, what's over here? Look, AI and DePIN right now, with few exceptions, is completely under the you know, the OPSEC hack. Was obviously, you know, that was notable. But look, Destra over here, going through a massive slump down to, what is this, 13 cents right now, 14. So Destra taking a bit of a tumble, and but you can see, you know, majority of the top 300 CFG, Centriview share, $200 million in market cap, 50 cents, peaked at 56 cents. And of course, this is a real world asset play, decent project. And yeah, I mean, you know, nothing too much over here. The other one is PAL AI. Guys, AI is not moving right now. It's a good time to be buying AI projects across the board. Let's have a look at the top 400. You've got Andy Supergreen here at the market cap of 97 million. And Andy was at one point, you know, this was kind of struggling, but Andy over there at $97 million. That's Andy on, I believe this is Blast. Not Blast, sorry. This is Andy on Base. Okay. Fowler Network, $95 million. And what else are we looking over here? I mean, some of the old cryptocurrencies are bouncing as well. You got Toshi. Toshi over here at $91 million. Meme coin on Base. But look, OXO, this is what now, nearly $117 million. Again, AI DePIN projects offer a lot of upside. Okay. And let's continue. Let's continue looking through some of these cryptocurrencies. And again, you know, these are not necessarily all cryptocurrencies that we hold. Talked about Alex Labs many times for investors. 13 cents, still unbelievable. This was down at 8 cents. Alex Lab have bridged to Runes. They are going to do absolutely okay after the hack. So Alex Lab up 55%. Now, Hobby is something that a lot of my community have got into. It's a meme coin. It's one of those supposedly big meme coins, and I think it has a good potential. But over here, you'll find the likes of MAGA, 72 million. I think this is the time where you should be gearing up for your, and this is MAGA hat, by the way. This has come down immensely, right? Octospace, shout out to Octospace, breaking all-time highs, 240, incredible project. ADAX up for the year. Look at this, the hour, the daily, the weekly, the monthly. Octa does not give a damn about how depressed the market is. You know, they are developing. You know, you saw Tyrick here on our channel. Shout out to Tyrick as well, and Cliff at Dynex. You know, this is doing pretty well. Now, we'll continue looking through some of these kind of eye-catching moves within the top kind of 100, top 1,000 cryptocurrencies here on Crypto Bubbles. You've got a massive dump yesterday of GPU. You know, GPU just had a nice little cliff there. Boom. And again, all DePIN projects are being impacted. ChainSwap. I mean, I don't know what's happened to ChainSwap, but come back down to earth. ChainSwap 20% down for the day. Got news like this, and you can see some cryptocurrencies obviously lagging behind, and everything should catch up. But over there, I mean, to be honest, the interesting thing here is the fact that obviously you've got the likes of GPU and ChainSwap just lagging the market. Hash AI got dumped. I mean, that is incredible. $30 million in market cap. And again, you know, OPSEC GPU, Hash AI, incredible stuff happening. You got Gamey here down 12%, $33 million in market cap. And yeah, at the moment, it's not looking that saucy for AI and DePIN projects, which is perhaps, these came out way too fast. I still think that these are there are some decent projects within that, but you still have to sift through the shit because there's a pile of rugs and hacks going everywhere. Now, over here in the top, where were we? 7 to 800. Claw AI moving up again. Props. This is a real world asset play. 20 prop base is a $20 million market cap. And then, of course, Blender coming back down to earth. Guys, do you see the link between all of these DePIN projects? Right? The DePIN projects like OPSEC, Blender, Hash AI, GPU. I don't know whether they have the same whales, but where there's fish, there's usually an ocean nearby. And where there's smoke, there's fire. But obviously, I don't want to fud some of these projects because we hold them. Having said that, good to know, good to know what's going on behind the scenes with some of these DePIN projects. And again, DePIN is an area to easily fake, right? Like I said, Octospace and the likes of Dynex are building. They're in our Discord, they're talking to us, and yet you've got stuff like that just comes out randomly and does incredible numbers. So sometimes you've got to just watch out for the BS stuff. But guys, look over here. I mean, what's over here? Beercoin now down to $17 million. Incredible. What is this? I mean, market cap wise, this was humongous a few months ago. I mean, last month even. So that's pretty much what these guys are doing. But I will show you the depression. Now, the depression is, if you look at some of these, Pal AI, aitech, Potenza Tau, basedai, AI right now is not the most attractive place. You got stuff like API 3 and ChainGPT, Reacting DAI. That doesn't mean anything. I think overall AI is a pretty solid place to start buying some of these cryptocurrencies. Looking closely, you've got a huge discount on alph, kas, Tectum doing extremely well, and of course there are a few others that I track here. So overall, guys, look, in terms of the market watch, I'm only looking for relative strength right now, right? So if you look at some of these cryptocurrencies, this is Mavia right now. Heroes of Mavia, 168. I mean, listen, I'd expect the support to be on that level, on that price over there, around where it's just kind of bouncing off right now. And that's on the 4 hourly. It's touched it. This has been previous support. And it's obviously touched it all the way back there. So let's see how that does anyway. But the news takes a while to filter through. So some projects will react quicker than others. That's just the way these things are. But overall, in my opinion, if we've been doing the right thing in the last the last few months, last few weeks in particular, these economic data shouldn't really scare us that much in terms of our overall bag. Now, there are some other, of course, important economic data that's going to be coming out. Watch out for that. And overall, guys, look, Creo Engine over here, we bought this on the absolute bottom. Right now, you can see a massive rise for Creo Engine from these lows here. Sometimes you just have to buy the fear, right? That's the way investors work. Like investing works, going against the grain. Sometimes just being contrarian, not to the point where you dump all your bags and you start doing crazy things. But look, Tectum here. I confirmed the lows a couple of days ago for the VIP members that this was the possible low for Tectum. That low was, that wick was like $5. Now the next stop for Tectum here is going to be $12. Yeah, it's going to be about this price level over here, about $12. So you still have a beautiful upside to Tectum from where we are today. Should have a nice clean 50%, 54% to the upside or thereabouts, right? So guys, listen, in terms of where to buy today, I'll be buying stuff that's not really that green, if I'm being honest. It's just the way it is. And yeah, just look forward to a long, sustained chopping period, rate cuts, and rocket fuel, fire, Valhalla, Lamborghinis. You are now at the 80% of the profits, which is provided to us by the last 20% of the bull run. So despair not if you've been missing in the last 4 years. The only thing you've missed is just a bunch of bullshit and headache. Arrive now, look at what to buy, and listen, if you want to join our community, join our community. But this was just a quick CPI report and just giving you exactly where the depression is. And right now, after the OPSEC hack, Hash AI, GPU, and all of these projects have investors just kind of dumped them. Is this an opportunity to look at those projects? And yeah, it remains to be seen. But we buy the depression, but we buy with intelligence, guys. Being your host, I'll catch you on the next one.